Our next guest spent 7 years tracking down and learning from Bill Gates, Lady Gaga, Steve Wozniak, Maya Angelou, Larry King, Jessica Alba, and a whole lot more to try and uncover how they broke through and launched their successful careers.
And it's all in his new book, The Third Door. We want to welcome author Alex Banayan. Thank you for being here. Great cover as well.
Thank you so much for having me.
Why The Third Door?
So after 7 years of tracking down the world's most successful people, I realized they treat life and business and success the exact same way. And the analogy that came to me, because I was 21 at the time, was that it's sort of like getting into a nightclub. There's always 3 ways in. There's the first door, the main entrance, where the line curves around the block. The second door is the VIP entrance, where the billionaires and celebrities go through. But what I learned is that there's always the third door. Yeah. And it's the entrance where you jump out of line, run down the alley, bang on the door 100 times, crack open the window, go through the kitchen. There's always a way in.
Great.
Okay, so I know this story pretty well because you were 18 years old, you were a freshman at USC. He's good friends with, full disclosure, of one of my boys, Ryan Cantor. You were on The Price is Right. You won. I remember Ryan talking about it. He goes, he's quitting school. He's going to go write a book. They thought you were nuts.
I think they still do a little.
Yeah. So what made you want to leave The Price after The Price is Right? And by the way, we have the clip of that. Let's take a look at when he won on The Price is Right.
Alex, trip to Magic Mountain, trip to Cape Canaveral for a weightless flight, 0G flight, and a sailboat. You bid $30,000, actual retail price. $31,188, difference of $1,188. Alex, just by a couple $100. Alex, congratulations, man.
And with that moment, you quit school.
Much to my parents' and grandparents', sadness.
Okay, so you spent years interviewing all these people. Let's talk about Bill Gates. What's he like?
So it took 2 years to track down Bill Gates. And when I finally sat down with him, that was my holy grail interview. What ended up happening is Bill Gates and I went into his secrets of negotiating, his secrets of sales. And when I walked out, I actually learned lessons that I didn't expect.
Okay, somebody completely opposite, an entertainer, Lady Gaga. What did you learn from her?
So with Lady Gaga, again, it was another unexpected adventure where it took 3 years to get to her. And when I thought I was going in for a regular interview, it turned into a 4-day adventure in Austin, Texas, where instead of doing a sit-down interview, I ended up helping her in one of the most critical moments in her careers.
Yeah. All right, and what about Jessica Alba?
With Jessica Alba, I interviewed her 1 week after my dad got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So when I went in there, as much as I tried for it to be a professional interview, I was completely torn up inside, and Jessica could sense that. And the conversation went from, 30 minutes to an hour and a half of talking about death and cancer and how that actually was the key to her creating a billion-dollar business too.
Really? Something in her family? Something happened?
She has an entire family history of chronic illness. And it was her biggest fear of that actually helped her launch her career.
Yeah. The Honest Company, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Actually grew up in Claremont, by the way. Larry King.
Larry
iconic
King.
individual here in LA.
Well, Larry King, the way I ended up getting that interview with him is I chased him through a grocery store here in LA, ended up having breakfast with him, and the interview went so well that over the course of the past 5 years...
And of course, where does he have breakfast?
Nate Nowell.
Nate Nowell,
right.
of course.
And so let's go back to Bill Gates. You said that you learned some of his secrets. Can you reveal one of them? I know you don't want to reveal them all because you want people to read the book.
Well, I went in thinking, Bill Gates has to be this aggressive master negotiator. He's created billions of dollars through his deal making. What I ended up realizing is that Bill Gates' secret is that when he was starting out, would make sure that he would befriend the person he was doing the deal with so much that they would take him under his wing. So when it finally came time to doing the deal, it wasn't even a negotiation.
So they kind of turned into his mentor.
But he did it extremely strategically.
Yeah.
All right. Alex's book, The Third Door, available on Amazon and bookstores nationwide. And his friends thought he was crazy. But Alex, you can always tell Ryan and Jono that they never sat next to me on the KTLA 5 News like you have, okay?
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
That was really fun.
Good stuff.
Yeah, really good stuff. We'll get some more secrets out of him later.
Yes, exactly.
There you go.